What's going on? How's everybody doing out there on this wonderful day? And yes, it is a very wonderful day. We have brand new tabletops down here in the basement. No more folding tables for me. I built two 9-foot tables. I also built a 65-inch table going as an L shape behind the camera. So we have 18 feet plus 34 inches of countertop space, which is a grand total of 250 inches right here. So, and the reason I added 34 inches to the 18 foot is because the 65 is going sideways. So this is basically like a big L shape, you know what I mean? So it's a 65 this way, and then it goes 18 foot this way. So much more room. I've got everything customized exactly how I wanted. I don't have that little board right here. I have the paper towels out of the way and over on the side and stuff like that. You will definitely be seeing more and more of what I've changed, you know, throughout this video. Beautiful workspace. I put these awesome birch plywood. I know you can't really see the frames, but the frame is just like over here underneath the fish tank. It's a 2x4 frame. I sanded them down. I made the 2x4s look kind of nice. And then we got this laminated birch plywood on here. And then I had a buddy cut these out, and then he edge banded them, and everything looks pretty sweet. So thank you to everybody out there that helped me on this. I built it not at my house. I built it somewhere else, and then I finally got it together, and I brought it piece by piece home. And it was quite a chore to bring this all down into the basement. This is a half basement house, so it has a foundation on one end and it has a basement on the other end. So when you come down the steps, you come right into a brick wall, and there's not very much room there. If you go left into the utility room, or you come right, and you got like an L-shaped area here for the bait shop. So we had to actually get all this stuff to really go up and through the steps and come down and make the turn. It was quite a quest. Me and my buddy, actually two different buddies. I had a guy help me one day, and I had another guy help me the next day. But yeah, it was kind of fun getting all this down here. Of course, I had to take the legs off, but it turns out I had to take the tops off too. And on the 9-foot tables, the 9-foot tops made the turn, but the 2x4 frames did not. I had to take like one end off of each frame, and then I had to rebuild it over here on the side here. I got a nice piece of carpet here, which was nice because I didn't scratch anything up. But I got it all together. It's bolted together, caulked some seams, and we are ready to go. We got an awesome table. And this is my favorite thing, is when you hit the table, it actually is solid. Nothing's rattling, nothing's shaking. No more folding tables for me. All right, so back to the video. So for a long time, I've been wanting to laminate these two colors, and today is the day. So let me introduce you to MF's Transparent Brown, awesome color. I've had this for quite a while, and MF's Transparent Chartreuse. And I've always wondered, like, would these two colors look really good together laminated? I think they would. But I think what we'll do is we'll build the transparent brown first. We'll come up with a really awesome color for this. And I think we'll shoot it as a solid color. And then we'll do the same thing with the chartreuse, and we'll shoot it as a solid color. And I pulled this mold down to shoot the solid colors. I think we'll shoot it in the 3.1 WhipWad. It shows really good detail. It's got that tail and everything like that. I think this will look really good in both colors as a solid color. And then when we finally get our colors right and we want to laminate it, I pulled down the 3.4 Glory Craw. I love this mold. It's an awesome mold. Tons and tons of detail, very realistic. And I think that the color that these two might make as a laminate will look pretty awesome as a crawl. So I got the plastisol out. All recipes will be in 1 cup. 1 cup of plastisol, and it's going to be in Dead On Plastics jerkbait swim bait, which is a medium blend. So yeah, I'm going to get the first color in the microwave, and I think we'll make the transparent brown first. So let's get started. All right, everybody, we have got our transparent brown. So I put 30 drops in there, and it was really light, but look how dark it is now. So you look at that. Pretty good. I put 1 drop of black in it, and I put a 1/4 teaspoon of black flake, which gave this really awesome looking color. Now, I think I want to put a 1/4 teaspoon of holographic gold in it. Easy there, lid. Yep. Maybe not quite a 1/4. Sorry, 1/8 of a teaspoon is what I meant to say. That was a little less than 1/8 of a teaspoon. Sorry about that. And then we're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of gold. Yep. Holographic flake. Yep, gotta clean that spoon off too. And then let me grab my other 1/4 teaspoon here. It's hanging right here. And on the Siren Scales, I want to put this heat wave. I thought about putting a little bit of red glitter in there, but I thought, you know what? Let's do it with Siren Scales this week. And I think with this this heat wave, you know, it's got like a red, it's got like an orange. I think it'll really bounce off of this holographic glitter. So we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of heat wave. Siren Scales, get that in there. Clean off the spoon. And I believe this is going to give us our color. Let me get this cap back on there. My black got a little bit all over me when I was shaking it. Thank God I didn't like get all over my walls and stuff. Alright, let's see what we got here. I want to chop this Siren Scale up pretty good. Woo! Look at that. That's an awesome color. We're going to shoot that. So I'm going to get the mold ready. It's on the hot plate right now, heating up or warming up. And when I come back, we'll shoot this color. All right, everybody, we have got this up to temperatures at 338 degrees. I am really digging this color. I forgot, this only takes a little bit of plastic. Put way too much pressure on that first one there. Boom. All right, we're gonna let them cool down in the mold for a little bit, and yeah, right there's the color, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. So, like I said, we're gonna let them cool down in the mold for a few minutes, and then when we come back, we'll take a good look at them. All right, everybody, who is excited to see this transparent brown? I know that I am. Oh, I'm gonna try to pull this one down, see if I can get it to stay in there. Oh yeah, there we go. Whoa, look at that. Oh yeah. That is a great color. Check that out. Oh, yeah. As Rowdy Bush said in Days of Thunder, don't change a thing. That came out looking pretty sweet. Also, leave me a comment down below. Have you ever seen the movie Days of Thunder, and are you a fan, and what's your favorite quote? That's what I was getting that last comment from. These came out looking pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Also, I'm a fan of Days of Thunder. Love that movie. Classic. Cool movie. But not as cool as these baits. These came out looking pretty awesome. Yeah. Alright, we are going to move on and try to make the chartreuse look as good as this brown. Alright, everybody, here are 30 drops of transparent chartreuse. I just love this color. It is one of my favorites. So we're going to put some small black in this, but I don't want to go crazy. So I'm going to do a 1/32, just enough to kind of see a little bit of black flake here and there in it. If you put too much black flake in it, you'll darken it up and you'll kind of make it kind of green color instead of chartreuse. So you got to watch that. Alright, let's stir that in there. Yeah, just enough to give it some character. See, look at that. Just enough. Didn't change the tone of it or anything, but there's like it's peppered. Alright, so on the chartreuse side, I want to do some holographic in it. We're going to do the same thing we did with the gold. We're going to put almost 1/8 of a teaspoon of small. We're going to say 1/2 of a 1/8 of a teaspoon. It's like a 1/16. I don't want to get too crazy with this. But something about chartreuse and holographic looks pretty awesome. To me, it does. So, whoops. Alright, we are going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of holographic medium. See it there? We get it in frame. Shake a little bit of that out. Okay. Let's see where we're at there. Put this back on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Scrape your sides a little bit. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Yes. Now, for the Siren Scale that I picked for the transparent, I picked this Murloc, which it's got like, let me take the cap off here. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. It's got kind of a chartreuse to it. You know, it's got like a little bit of a green kind of sheen to it with like a little bit of orange. So we'll see how it looks here. Let me clean up. Oh, I got it right here. So we're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of this Murloc from 8-Bit Baits in there. We're going to get it in there nice and gently. We know how much Siren Scales go everywhere. They just float. They just float around. Like, I'll be halfway through a bait and I'll still see one floating around in the air. It's pretty crazy. Alright, we're going to start these in really good. Kind of chop up those Siren Scales a little bit. Chop, 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 chop. There we go. Yeah. I am digging that. Alright, let's shoot it. Alright, everybody, we got our temperature up to 330 degrees. I think that'll do it for these WhipWads. Oh, I keep missing. Glad it wasn't a laminate, because I would have really screwed that up. Gotta go up higher. There we go. Top these off. Alright, we're going to let them cool down. There's the color for that one. So we'll take a look at these here in just a minute. Alright, everybody, let's take a look at these transparent chartreuse ones. See how they came out. Ooh, yeah. I am digging that. Let me put this one back where it goes. Or closely where it goes. Look at those. Oh, yeah. Those will work. Yeah, I'm not going to change anything in that color either. So we are going to laminate these. Let me get rid of these little runners here. Just put those back in there. Look at that. That's what's cool about transparent, is you can see every piece of glitter, Siren Scale, or whatever you put in it there. That is really something right there. I like that. Oh, yes. I just love that transparent. It's almost like it glows. I mean, it's like nuclear glowing. Sweet. I'll take it. So we are going to recycle our leftover plastic, and we're going to make the brown the top, the chartreuse the bottom, and we're going to laminate the Glory Craw next. Alright, everybody, we got these up to temperature at 329 and 331. I think that'll be perfect to laminate this Glory Craw. Hold a little bit of pressure. Alright, we got it all filled up. Let that, you know, cool down for a little bit, and then we'll take a look inside and see how this laminated came out. I've been wanting to laminate this colors for so long. Alright, everybody, is these two colors laminated together going to make a good craw color? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's take a look inside and see how it looks. Oh, yeah. I believe that it does. These two colors are bouncing off each other just perfect. Check that out. That top looks amazing. Wow. Heck yeah. Let's take a look at the bottoms. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, it looks really good. All that going on there. Let's take two of them off there. There's the top, and there's the bottom. Oh yeah, that works. There's both tops. There's both bottoms. Look at all those Siren Scales in there. You can see through the bait. You see the good laminate that it did. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Let's get the rest of these off of here. Take a look at them. Two tops and two bottoms. Look at that. Wow, that's so cool. It just comes alive. I believe we can catch a fish's attention with these bad boys. That's pretty awesome. I do want to shoot one more mold. I really do. I have some leftover plastic there. I want to see this in a different style of bait. And we're going to call that the mystery round. Now, I'm not going to tell you what mold it is. You'll just have to wait and find out. I'll be right back. All right, everybody, so our bonus round was the 4.3 sleigh bait. I've already shot the mold. I've already got eyes on them just to save some time. They came out looking pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. I added 2 more drops of black to the brown side, which really darkened it up a little bit, but it still is see-through. You can see down inside it just like you could before. Those Siren Scales are definitely popping through that transparent brown and that transparent chartreuse. What an awesome combination of color there. I really dig that. Oh yeah, I went ahead and put some gold eyes on them, just some center dot gold eyes. Once again, here is our crawdad. I know I'm going to put these all on the turntable and show you at the end, but here's another look at the crawdad. There's the belly, there's the top. They came out looking pretty good too. I'm digging those. I cannot wait to get those out there. And again, here is our chartreuse WhipWad with all the Siren Scales in it. And then here is our brown side, transparent transparent brown in the WhipWad. Awesome baits, awesome colors. Cannot wait to get them out there. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for this one. I appreciate you watching. Also, if you wouldn't mind, please hit that subscribe button. Also, give this video a like, give it a share. Tell all your friends and family about us over here. We're having all kinds of fun. Also, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of the colors that we picked for the bait today. I think those transparent brown and chartreuse really look good together, and I definitely cannot wait to get them out to the river. But I'll let you be the judge of it. Tell me what you think of them down in the comments below. Also, which one was your favorite bait that we made this evening? And what do you think of the new desk? I think they've really brightened up the shop. Everything's a solid color. You know, in this area at one time it was really like a dark, like kind of coffee color. I'm really digging that everything is a solid color. We got way more workspace now. We are moving along just fine. So, but that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you watching, but before we go, let's take a look at these baits.